was supposed to show you guys this place. It's the new floating park that we have in New York. But as you see right there, we are having some fixing around, so they just closed the park again a few minutes ago, right when me and my friend we got here. So I guess this video is gonna be for another time. But in the meantime, I'm gonna tell you about 3 things that I did that it was a mistake right when I started to take pictures. Mistake number 1, I was afraid to the camera. Even though I'm good with technology, I was so afraid to the settings of the cameras that you don't even understand. So I noticed that that was my first mistake, being afraid of all the options that I had in the camera and everything like that. So I bought my camera and it took me like, my first camera, and it took me like 6 months to actually be confident and actually touch the camera and play around with it. So please don't do that if you're a photographer, a beginner photographer. Don't do that. Just jump in the camera, go for it. At the end of the day, it's just like your phone. Like the first time that you got a smartphone, you need to play with it in order to understand it. And when you understand everything about the camera, trust me, it becomes really simple. Mistake number 2. I was always afraid to copy another photographer and copy the style or the way that they take pictures or the way that they edit. I was always afraid of that, but then I understood that the only way that I'm gonna get to the point that I want it to be, I have to grab some ideas from somebody else. And at the end of the day, I ended up doing that. I'm not gonna say the name of the person, of the photographer, but I ended up taking some ideas from somebody else, and then a year or 2 later I developed my own craft and I was able to take my own pictures with my own style. So don't be afraid to copy somebody else's style or the way that they take pictures or the way that they edit. If you can talk to that person so they can give you recommendations how to edit, how to take photos, please do. Don't be afraid to ask. Normally, photographers to photographers, we try in some occasions to help others. So don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to copy another photographer. And mistake number 3, you need to go out and take photos. That's the only way that you're gonna get better. If you don't go out and take photos and trying to get better at it and trying to understand how to use the camera, how to play around with the settings, like find your own style, you will never learn how to take photos if you don't do that. You need to go out, trying to find friends, people that also like to take pictures, people that they want to model for you or something like that. But you need to get out of your house and start taking pictures. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to learn. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to fully understand how the camera works. I know it was only 3 mistakes that I made before that I was supposed to give you, but I'm gonna do something else. What I'm gonna do is in the next coming weeks, I'm gonna be dropping another videos to teach you or tell you a little bit how the camera works. Like for example, ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. I'm gonna try to give you the basics and how I was able to learn how to use those settings in the cameras. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to help you guys a little bit. So please turn on the notifications. I think Instagram has that right now, and so you guys can see when those videos come out, and hopefully I can teach you something new that maybe you didn't know about your camera. And yeah, looking forward for the next video and see you guys in the next one.